Hey, this is Leslie. I'm really excited to tell you about my Procreate brush library Notion template. The purpose of this template is to give you a quick visual of all of the Procreate brushes that you have. And if you're anything like me, you still have so many buried in your computer, you don't even remember them. And I'm learning that as I'm refilling this in. And Notion is a very powerful database software that can organize anything and everything that you can think of. My whole life is in Notion. And the good news is it's free. This entire template was created with the free version. And in order to keep it free, though, it requires your images need to be less than 5 megabytes. But doing a screenshot can usually reduce the file size enough. So just screenshot and then paste into the body of the page. There's an app for every single computer or device out there that I'm aware of, and you can also view it from a web page too. This makes it really cool when you're using it with your iPad. You can just click over to it from your iPad. Okay, so this is the dashboard here, the main dashboard, and we can get to anywhere from in here. And you can add a new brush set, designer, whatever, simply by clicking a button. Navigation is pretty straightforward. You can do it through the breadcrumbs. The navigation dashboard's over here, or even up here. If you click this button, your page will show up there. All right, so let's go into the brush set so we can see what's going on. I have it set up as a gallery view, and that lets you scroll every brush that you have in here. Each view, you can make as many views as you want. Each one has its strength. Table view, the strength of this one is if you want to fill in a lot of the fields all at once. Like for instance, if Lisa, say all these were Lisa Glanz, you just drag it down and it will fill up the lines with her name, making that quick and easy. I also have one set up as by designer so that you can check a designer immediately. Like if you're at your designer's website and you don't know if you bought this, purchased this particular set or not, you can just go here, click by designer, and then it'll filter. And I'm going to pick Tila every Tuesday. And any of your views can be filtered by any of these properties that you have in your database. Okay, now let's go into one of the brush sets. I used some of these I use for myself, but I also added a lot just in case that you would find them useful for yourself. If you click in any of these, some things may come up. Anything with this arrow is because it's already a database on its own. So you're just filling in your database, because that's what's so great about Notion, is that everything links to everything else. If there's some properties that you don't want to fill in, but you aren't sure if you want to get rid of them, just close the toggle, or you can just delete them. It's entirely up to you, but you can also add a new property by clicking. My cat just jumped over my computer. By clicking on that, whoops, I don't want the date. She just stepped on it with her tail. As we scroll down to the bottom of the page, this is where I have it set up for you to put your image, the preview image. And we'll go over that a little bit later. And again, another powerful feature of Notion is that everything links to everything else. So if I go to Tila's designer profile, then I will see every related brush that I have loaded of hers, as well as all the tutorials and classes I have of hers. I'm using Tila specifically because I have her permission to do this. All of the properties set under relations means just that. It's related to another database of where you can access information. And again, fill in as many or as little as you want, or add your own, whatever helps you organize. All right, I'm going to quickly go through the other dashboards. And this is the designer profile. This is where all your designers' information will live. You click the Add New Designer, or you can click New here. Oops. I have to delete that. Move to trash. Or down here. Again, you can use whatever view that works best for you. There are a few different views if you go under Layout, and you can just play with all of these and see which one works best for you. I'm a gallery kind of girl. I was originally putting everyone's logo in to use it as a visual, but yeah, like I said, I deleted my entire database and I'm doing it all over again. Okay, I want to come back over here again and go under the property view settings, sorry. Your property visibility, you can show or delete anything here. If you just want your designer's name, click that, it goes away. I didn't want that. Oh my goodness. Hide all and let me just related brush sets. If you want to put an image in there, you would go under the layout and click, for this is set up as page content, which is because it's in the body. Okay, let's quickly look at tutorials and classes dashboard. I don't have a lot of my classes in here because I have a separate Procreate class, or I'm sorry, a separate class that includes every class I take and not just Procreate. And I am thinking of streamlining that so I could also sell that as well. All right, we've already seen this from every Tuesday's designer profile, but let's go into a different one. And again, I'm using hers because I strictly have permission to do so. Any information here that you want in the body, any kind of whatever, any reference notes that you want to keep with the class. Sometimes I forget what I learned from which class, so it's nice to be able to have this to look back on. And again, just fill anything in that is relevant. Okay, now to art projects. I also do not upload my own art projects, but I left this here in the event you would like it. You're free to delete it, and it's basically set up the exact same way with a couple of different properties that you may need. And now the Styles Hub. This page, like all the others, is optional if you want to use it. I added it because sometimes I want to know, for example, what brush sets, which brush sets are border brushes. And I click there and then I see all of the brush sets I have that have border brushes in them. So it makes it just easier, quicker to get to. Okay, so let's go add a brush set together. Let's get back to the brush sets dashboard. For me personally, I have to do this on a computer. It's okay if I want to add just a quick brush set, just the name, and let it sit there until I'm ready to deal with it, but it's not as easy to transfer images, in my opinion anyway. So I put my dashboard, my Notion page, and my designer's page next to each other. And we're just going to click Add New Brush. And I'm going to name it what it is. I'm going to copy this because I don't just going to copy this and paste it in. It's loaded on my iPad. Brush designer is Tila. The brush type, it's traditional. And I think effects, I can't remember, but you don't have to add these. You can, you don't. I'm not sure if there's stamps in here too. Yes, I think there are stamps, but I'm not sure. And the style, I'm going to say stamps, gouache. I'm just going to leave it at that for right now. All right, and then tags, I will tag it, I don't know what I'll tag it, floral. But again, I'm going to leave that. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it filled up and then put another one that is completely empty. So if you want to use these, you can. The reason is it's a real pain in the butt, very time consuming to delete all the ones you don't want if somebody else has filled it in. So I'm going to do both. And I'm going to do it right now. So this is how we would do it. I would add a property, and it's going to be a multi-select. And then my options are going to be whatever I want them to be. And I'm just going to put other in here so that you have something to work with. And it's called name tags new. Okay. On some websites, it's easy. You can just drag and drop the images, but on hers and several others, you can't do that. So let me get back to the beginning picture. So I'm just going to use my screenshot, except I don't want that. Really? I don't know why it keeps going there, but I really don't want the Pinterest thing on there, but I'm not going to get rid of it. And then just copy it there. And then she's got other brushes in here that show what the actual brushes are. So I'm going to screenshot this one. And put them down here. Okay. What else does she have? I know she's got those. Stop that. I know there's more brushes in here I saw. Oh, maybe it was a different one. Anyway, those are the brushes. And then I'm going to come back up here and fill out anything that I find relevant. Not into, I have these on my thing as every Tuesday. Purchase them from the designer's website. The link to the brushes, which is right here. I don't always care about the date that I purchased or the price. I know it's a commercial use license that I purchased. It's not part of a collection. And if I want to link to where they are on my computer, I do that a lot because I don't ever know where I put my brushes. And then this goes along with, I don't think I have it, but it goes along with my gouache lovers class. I don't think that's the actual name. So I'll write that up here, and then I'm just going to add new, and it'll show up there. So, and if I had art projects, I would do that as well. If I need to get rid of them, just hit a minus. Okay, now that we have the overview, let's see how you get this into your Notion template. Okay, so with your download from my store, you received this, and you're just going to click on Open Notion Template. For some reason it comes up Art Projects Dashboard. I have no idea why. If there are any seasoned Notion users out there that have some insight, definitely please let me know. So you're going to come up here and click this duplicate button, and then it's going to say it's trying to open in Notion. And where would you like to add your brush library? You may only have one workspace if you're new to this, but I have a couple, so I'm going to add it to this one. And it'll tell you your template is being added, and I'll let you know when it's there. And it says mine is ready, and oh, that's where we do. And it's right here. And these are all the pages. Oh, one quick thing with the databases. You don't really want to delete these because everything's gone. And ask me how I know. I already told you how I know. Because I did it accidentally. So now this is in your... This is the web version, I think. Oh, nope, I think I have it on the app. So now this is when you get to play. And start adding all your own brushes. Just click all the toggles down. They will just go down. So thank you so much for checking out my Procreate Library Notion template, and I hope it helps you out. Bye.